Here
man.
comes a new calendar. Oh god, the spider race riots.
I have some insecticide spray, right? Like, it says it'll kill like ants, like also all the bugs, right? But then it says for like anything mildly big, like the bugs that you would actually be annoyed with them being there, it says you have to spray them directly
This is like
for
some
a few
actual
seconds to kill
brutal
them.
shit. Like what? One of the spiders, like, so one of the spiders. It's gonna take a minute. One of the spiders has like its web wrapped around the leg of another one, and it's pulling it back towards it.
The heck, dude.
Everyone's trying to run away. This is brutal. God damn.
Oh, he started. All right.
Oh, I guess so. I mean, yeah, why wouldn't they start? Yeah, holy shit.
Am I wrong?
You're not. Sauce for 16.
The
The
confusing. The confusing.
Are they going back at it again? Are they doing round 2?
Burp.
No, this is what's been most of my attention lately. You know, I let one spider live, and then a bunch of others moved in, and now they're fucking fighting in my room. I'll bet 5 flies on the big guy.
Stop.
I don't know where Francis is. He like his web's gone. Like I don't know what happened. Well, he might not be dead. He's just not living where he was before. He might have moved, upgraded to a penthouse suite after all of the money he made from spider boxing. Yep. um. Well.
Yeah. Also, checking the stream. We cannot hear you on stream. Yeah, you are not audible.
What a start.
Yeah, I can hear everyone else but you. I don't know.
What the heck? I'm sorry. What? Just. Oh my word! I hope so. I actually
Here, I can-
hope that you failed that badly. That would be
I-
hilarious. Does it archive?
Yeah. Let's I'm gonna check.
You gotta check.
Well,
Oh, God.
we're 6 seconds in and there's no audio.
Oh fuck. Dude, that's hilarious.
That's rough.
Yeah, there's
Do you?
no audio.
I love that.
Oh my god. No wonder,
buddy.
No wonder why people kept leaving.
Oh. I need a ship, you stupid NPC.
I did a lot of talking too. That's so stupid.
Can they hear you now?
I think so.
Joey, can you confirm?
I think
yeah,
it's good.
okay. I can hear you on stream now.
Yeah, it's a different microphone.
Great.
So you did a stream last night.
I did a stream
For
for
3 hours.
at 2:30 a.m. to 5 a.m. And to top it off, I was reading off the cards.
No.
Oh.
What tops it off is it was your highest view count to date. It was
Yeah.
completely
For-
silent.
No.
Everyone gets sent away by Cody's voice. That's what it is.
Of course! I just have to mute myself on every stream. Oh my god. Fuck me.
I love that, dude.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
I can see the pain in your eyes, Cody.
Is it because I didn't go to sleep until 5 a.m.? Perhaps. God damn.
I tried going to sleep at like 4 and didn't get to sleep till like 7.
Yeah, and then you got a message from me at 5:04. I was not expecting a response. That really threw me off.
Yeah, I was still fucking up, man. I was just trying to live.
The heck?
Would you like to reintroduce yourself?
I think it's just me. Hi, I'm an idiot again. Let's go. First thing we're going to talk about is JoJo's Part 4. Which is Diamond is Unbreakable. I've watched a majority of it. Joey has finished it.
Yep.
The last part I remember is the cat plant thing. And, yeah, that's a bit of a weird one.
Yeah, it's very weird and out of nowhere.
But still very normal for JoJo's.
Yeah. Yeah, I've mentioned this to you before, but Part 4 feels a lot more episodic than...
Yes, it has like a villain of the week structure to it for the most part.
Yeah. Which, it still works. It was just a little off-putting to start.
Yeah. No, not Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word. Why?
He's
He was
hacking.
gonna carry us.
So I do like Part 4, but I would say it's probably my... I think I like it a little more than Part 1, but I still like Part 2 and Part 3 more so far.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because... Okay, correct me if you feel different on this. The second half of Part 4 so far just feels like the anime version of the movie Face Off.
I don't know what that is, so I can't tell you.
It's a John Travolta Nicolas Cage movie where one of them is a cop that goes undercover as the John Travolta goes undercover and takes like Nicolas Cage's face in order to go undercover, and Nicolas Cage takes John Travolta's face to get back at him.
I never in my life
I
would hear in this podcast describing what the movie Face Off is.
It's a great movie, but honestly, the second half of Part 4 just feels like some weird version of the movie Face Off.
don't even understand what you're saying, honestly.
You do or you don't?
No, I don't. I what?
It's JoJo's. That's all you need to know. It's really bizarre.
No,
That was not on
purpose.
that was not on purpose either. It's just the word that came to mind.
Nah. I don't believe.
There's no other word to describe it though. It's just bizarre.
Yeah.
I would like to de-enlist since you won't give me the ship.
Every part of JoJo's just consistently gets far more weird.
Alright. Well, I gotta go shut up a dog, so I'll be right back.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm having fun with it. I've got like, I think like 6 or 7 episodes to go, and I'm done with it. Okay then.
I can't say anything because I have not watched the show and don't ever plan on watching the show.
That's fair. Like I said, I still don't know if I'd even recommend it. It's a weird one. Next thing on the list is Lucifer. So, I know Joe said he doesn't really care, but I'll leave it up to Joey whether or not he cares about us discussing it, because we will probably go into pretty heavy spoilers.
I don't care.
Okay, so quick question. First thing I want to ask you, and I've wanted to ask you this for a bit, is this really depressing thing you're talking about everything that happened with Dan?
Yes.
Yeah.
That actually, I was pretty much in tears at like the end of that whole thing. Like it's mostly because with everything that happened to him during the season, you're like, they would never go through with this, right? And then they just go through with it, and it's like, what? No.
Yeah, it was kind of fucked. There, like, the reason why I was asking because there were a few kind of like depressing moments throughout the last season.
Well, not even just that season. Like everything that happened to him before the season too was like kind of sad. Like he had a like very rough time on the whole show.
Yeah.
But it's just like the way it ended was so damn depressing.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do another season because they kind of just left off like. I thought, like, you know, like, okay, they could wrap up everything, but they didn't wrap up everything. There's still a lot of, like...
Yeah, but the weird thing is, where do they go to from there, though?
I don't know.
That's the thing, like, the meta of the entire show will change next season if they do another season.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it, you know? It's not my job to know how they would do it.
Yeah, okay... Like, can you at least agree on this? Like, the whole battle at the end was a bit anticlimactic, though.
A little bit?
It's like, it wasn't disappointing, it just looked really off.
Yeah.
Like, the whole, like, for what the whole battle was over, was great. The battle itself,
yeah, it was just, like, there wasn't much, because, you know, it turned into, nah, just me fight you now.
Yeah.
Okay, question, how do you feel about Michael? How do you like that character?
I have returned.
Oh, you mean Mikhail?
Yeah, Mikhail.
The only other time I basically heard the name Mikhail.
Yeah.
I almost wanted to say something the other week when we were playing with Mikhail. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
Alright.
It feels a little cliche, I guess.
When they first introduced him, I was very fucking thrown off. Because...
Yeah. But we all know the MVP of the season was God. Because another one bites the dust.
Yeah, okay, so I'm not sure if you noticed this. I did. So, in one of the episodes, they actually, like, have God talk. And
yes! Because they had the voice for him before they actually introduced him.
Yes, but the voice was different.
I know. Because I didn't actually have a character for him yet. I don't know. I loved the season for like the moments that were impactful and everything, but I still think, like you said a few weeks ago, it does have the issue of it doesn't really push the plot forward too often. But when it does, it's great. So what did you think of season 5 overall, though?
I really liked it. It was the least formulaic of all the seasons, like, because like I kind of realized watching back through it, as seasons 1 through 4 like follow a heavy formula, but season 5 actually didn't. It mostly broke off.
Yeah. It definitely pushed the plot forward more often than anything else, but I think it's mostly because it had more context behind a lot of the cases that were going on.
Yeah. And there was actually, I think season 5 had the only like case that spanned multiple episodes. Everything with the Whisper Killer.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was the only case that went over multiple episodes.
I think so.
But
But,
yeah, Whisper, I really like that show.
Chug one for
It's
Dan.
very good. Yep. To Daniel, Detective Douche.
Detective douche. Next section will be on Magic the Gathering. Like I said, we'll circle back to Wally.
Okay.
Any new decks?
I don't have any decks made, but I'm making a new deck.
Okay, what is it?
Kelsey and the Plague. He is, I think, he's like a 3-drop with.
This sounds like a name of a sitcom.
Kelsey and the Plague.
Yes. Like a
No,
really
he's
shitty medieval sitcom.
Yeah, it's just about like a dude with fucking leprosy.
He's a plague
my
doctor.
word.
Yeah.
Ironic.
Great. I wanna see a fucking sitcom now where the main character is a plague doctor. It's like one of those. It's like a ripoff of like those those
A
doctors.
ripoff of House.
Yes,
It's like
a parody of
House, but a medieval sitcom.
Oh
Yes,
god.
I love that.
We're too dangerous. We shouldn't be allowed to have ideas anymore.
Either way.
Okay, what does that deck do though?
It's basically like it's burn and removal. So Kelsey himself, he is a black, a red, and a white, and he's like a 2/2 with vigilance and haste, and he gets +1/+1 for each experience counter you have, and he says tap you deal a damage to a target creature. If that creature dies this turn, you get an experience counter. There is a combo you can do with him where you have Thornbite Staff and anything that gives Kelsey Death Touch. And essentially what it does is, because Thornbite Staff says like whenever a creature that this creature deals damage to dies, you want to tap him. So you basically give him Death Touch, and then you just deal damage to something, kill it instantly, you untap him, and then just keep doing that, and you can basically just wipe the board constantly.
Monty over here.
So you're saying it's not a Steelio shit deck?
No, it's a remove yo shit deck.
That's better than a Steelio shit deck. Sounds like it could be an interesting deck for sure.
Where's he at?
First corner.
Well, there's one guy like sitting over here, but that's outside. Oh. Okay, so I don't have another deck being started yet, but if I do pull a Chatterfing, I will be doing a Scroll Tribal myself. So that would be fun. But, so I opened a box of Modern Horizons 2 on the stream that I apparently didn't have any audio for. So that was fun. 2.5 hours of no audio. But from that box, I pulled one of each of the fetch lands. So those will go in Omnath. I pulled 3 of the Planeswalkers. I got the Soul Talisman. I got that Goblin Shaman that taps for 1 of 3 color mana. And what else was it? It was the monkey that does the treasure token stuff. So that that box I got was busted. And then on top of that, in my last pack, since they were set boosters, the back card, you know how the back card, if it's not a token, it's like a card from the list?
Yeah.
I got a Kozilek Butcher of Truth in that slot.
Damn. Alright.
So, yeah, my box was nuts. So a lot of those will be just going into decks I already have. I don't think I'm going to be making a new deck off of the cards I have yet. But because of how nuts my first box was, I'm basically triple dipping into Modern Horizons 2. So I got another set booster box today, and I'm picking up my pre-ordered box of draft on Friday.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
There's only one card I know I really want from Modern Times 2. That's a Yursi Fortune's Flame, and he's the coin flip guy.
Okay. Oh, I did start opening these too. I did also start opening this box too. I've opened 6 packs and I got the Retro Frame Scalding Tarn, and I also got the guy that can create the Black Lotus token.
Oh, Garth.
Yeah. But I still want Chatterfang. I want my Squirrelmander.
Yeah, I know. It would be great.
Squirrelmander, buddy. That's nuts.
Oh.
Okay. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Moving on to games. First thing I have on the list is the new op for Siege. They're not out yet, but
Out in 2 days.
out in 2 days.
Bird.
Yeah, what do they do again?
They have 3 like little machines they put down that whenever any character, whether or not it's attack or defense, enters the area, it heals them for 30 health or over heals them for 30 health.
Okay.
And they have infinite uses. It's just they're on a cooldown.
And you said that they have Finka's assault rifle?
Yes, she has Finko's assault rifle. I don't remember what her second primary option is, and she also has Legion's pistol, which I know you like.
Yep,
and she
that's
also
2
has
weapons
the
I like.
Bearing 9.
There's
Which
2
they're-
weapons I like there.
They're buffing the Bearing 9, so you actually might end up liking that.
And then you also said they were a 3-speed, right?
Yes, they're 3-speed.
Okay, there's a good chance I'll end up really liking that character.
Well,
Just
yeah,
off of that.
it is almost just Finka on defense.
True.
You're a healer, and you have that same assault rifle and a pistol you like.
True. And then the rework was Favela.
Yep, they're reworking Favela, which is the first...
A bit of a long overdue one.
Yeah, they're actually making it, like, at night, which, you know, they haven't done. And they've removed all night maps, so...
So is the
yeah,
map, like, is this one of the ones where it's like a very drastic change?
It is pretty drastic.
Okay, so it's just thematically looks the same, but layout is going to be, like, completely different, right?
They're... Yes and no. They're going to be, like, it's... Shit. It is going to be, like, different. The layout is kind of going to be similar, but not the same.
Is it kind of more like the house rework where the layout's similar, but they just expand on it?
Yes, it's like that.
Okay. I'm okay with that because I'm okay with that because I think House is like one of the best reworks they've done.
Yeah, they're
Like,
making each floor more open and removing a lot of the outside breachable walls.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
in my opinion, the House rework is like the only rework I can say is truly like significantly better than the original. And that's saying quite a bit since House was already one of the better maps to begin with.
But, they are... No, one thing I remember is that, like, I think it's also going to be one of the few maps that, like, you can transition, like, between floors by, like, just by falling through, like, trash chutes.
What?
Yeah, there are trash chutes that you can, like, jump down.
They're gonna remove those, Christian. We can't have passives.
Well, not... What?
I'm joking. They do need to give Zofia her passive back, though.
Agreed. And you know what's annoying about that? They had just given Chonka that passive.
Wait. Oh, yeah, that's right. They gave it to him and removed it from her.
No, they removed it from both.
Oh.
They gave it to him and then removed it from both of them.
Activating search.
Hey guys, here's a buff that we're just gonna remove immediately.
Wow, that's, what's that for?
Next thing I have is I will do a brief talk about the Oculus Quest 2 because I decided to upgrade my VR by getting an Oculus Quest 2. Oh, that was bad timing. I like it more than the base, Vive. But it's just because of better resolution. I don't have to have wires for it. If I can do the wireless for it. No, I guess there's really not a whole lot to say about it. It's just I like it more than what I had before. I'll go to another brief one really quick, which is MechWarrior 5. It's shit. That's all I have to say about it.
Oh, really?
Yes, it is bad. Like, MechWarrior Online came out like 7 years before it, and it plays so much better than MechWarrior 5. So, yeah, all I can say about MechWarrior 5 is it's shit.
Alrighty then.
I have Destiny 2 on here.
Alright, go ahead, you guys talk.
I'm not gonna be the one who's... I can't lead this conversation. Because I kind of dipped for the start of this season for the most part.
You know for a fact I can't lead it.
I know.
Yeah. I've honestly just been doing the weekly shit.
I've done one expunge mission. I did not see the cutscene yet.
Alright.
I'm like I said, I'm kind of waiting until it hits like the last 50 days of the season, and I'll probably just go into it after that because I want to play other things right now.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing that sucks about it. It's not like I don't want to play Destiny. It's more so that I want to play other things as well, and it's kind of hard to play Destiny and other things.
That's more or less my problem with it. The only real problem I have with Destiny is the grind is way too fucking painful.
Well, that's why I said I kind of almost wish that they do like just a full-on content drop everything at once, so that way I could get everything done that I want to have done, and then just move on to something else, as opposed to it being, yep, we're just going to keep pulling you back in every single week. It's like I'd kind of like to just get the grind done with, and then just like wait to come back next season. Which is why I think from now on I'm gonna try and only do like light at the start of the season, and then come in heavy towards the end of it.
I won't lie, I'm considering just trying to play Warfare on computer.
It is.
Because
It's hard to get a controller to work for it.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, because I doubt they're going to do cross-save or cross-play anytime soon. That's what I'm waiting for. And I really don't want to lose all my progress in it, but...
You have a lot less to lose than I do, that's for sure.
I'm not... yes, I know, I'm just saying...
But it's still a lot to lose.
Yes.
Like, you'd still be losing, like, 200 hours.
Yeah, and, like,
that's fine.
$100.
Yep. That's why I don't... I've definitely put more money in it than I'd like to admit. Maybe, like... I'd probably put, like, 800 into it. For, like, 2,000 hours of gameplay. What's funny is I did actually have Warframe on the list. So that kind of works.
Yeah, I forgot. There was a guy sitting there.
I did actually have Warframe on the list to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
The current season of Destiny, from what I've experienced so far, I thought at the start of the season, based on what it looked like, that it was going to be like one of those really shitty seasons, but from what I've actually played of it now, it doesn't seem too bad. Like, there's enough there. It's just maybe not... The content isn't exactly, like, the most engaging content that they've had in a season. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't talking to you, Christian. You wouldn't have an answer to that.
Well, no,
Yeah,
I don't. It's not very engaging. I can agree with that.
Like, there's enough content there this season as to where it's not too much of an issue. It's just not the most enjoyable to repeat over and over for this season.
Damn it.
Also, what is the point of the expunge missions? I haven't been able to figure that out.
They're mainly just for the story stuff. The first time you do one each week, I think, it gives you high stat gear.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
We kind of already briefly mentioned stuff on Warframe, but the only thing I really wanted to say is I started playing it a little bit again.
Well, I'm kind of torn whether or not I want to continue on Xbox or if I want to just play it on computer. Like, I really want to just continue my own like progress and shit.
I know, that's the thing. I want to play it really bad. I want to play it as a group, but I also don't want to lose everything I already have.
Yeah.
It honestly, the main thing that makes it difficult is the Riven mods. Because getting those again, probably not gonna happen.
The only one I remember having was the Lanka Critterban, which I remember being worth like 400 plat at some point.
It was. I don't think it's worth that much anymore because that
Oh,
was
I doubt
mostly
it.
because it was mostly for Eidolon hunting when that was the meta, and I don't think Eidolon hunting is even close to being the meta anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Is Joe still here?
I don't know, he hasn't been talking.
I think he said he had to go do something.
Okay, that's right. That's right. Okay, so I have been playing the Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
Yep. How's that, Ben?
Great. Really good. So, I did a... I'm not going to say a 100% run for Mass Effect 1, but a near 100% run for Mass Effect 1. I think there was maybe like 2 side missions I didn't do. Or 2 side quests that weren't entirely important. So, it took me about 35 hours to finish it, doing almost everything in the game. And while I will say that a majority of the side missions aren't really worth doing, I don't regret it either. Like, I would say 90% of the side missions just don't have any purpose to them. The only thing they really serve to do is just put more context behind stuff that happens in the other games. Like, there's actually a few characters that only appear in side missions in Mass Effect 1 that I've ran into in my Mass Effect 2 playthrough right now. And it's just kind of nice running into them again. Mass Effect 1 is still kind of just, you only play it for the story. Gameplay-wise, it's still pretty meh, as it's always been. And then Mass Effect 2, I'm like, I think like 20 or 25 hours into it right now. I've done a majority of the side missions that I've had up to this point, and I think I'm like 2 story missions away from doing the final mission. I'm going to do everything in it. And that should be fun, because Mass Effect 2 is like a massive improvement over the first game, story-wise and everything. Very descriptive by saying in everything constantly, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
Super descriptive. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm finally back.
Nice. You want to talk about Elite now?
I would love to, except that I can't experience any of the things to talk about because it's bugged. So...
Yeah. So that's why I said you want to go on a rant instead.
It's Dave.
No, I'm just...
Too disappointed?
No. It's like... The only thing this $40-some DLC added was ground combat. And all of it that I've experienced has been running at 30 frames on very modern systems and has been clunky. And now, you try to sign up for combat, and they don't even let you go to the combat zone. because their shuttle is bugged and doesn't actually take off.
So clunky 30 FPS on RTX 2070 Super, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
with Ryzen 7 3700 and
That's
30 some gigs of RAM.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, and I turned down my settings. People have been benchmarking the game like it's just not
It's not
actually
optimized.
running properly. Yeah, no, it's not optimized at all.
You basically paid $40 for like the beta build of a game.
Yeah.
You paid $40 for the test servers.
Yes. And the reason is their physical year ended in June.
Their
right?
fiscal year?
So their physical year ends in June, so they just tried to push the DLC to get sales numbers for the year a little bit higher without actually finishing it. That is why it's this bad, is because they wanted to look good to the shareholders.
Oh god, they did a cyberpunk.
They did, and I hate it. Most people hate
I'm
it.
not gonna talk shit about cyberpunk, because ultimately the game is good, it's just broken.
Yeah, but it very, very clearly they pushed this out because their physical year was ending. Like, this wasn't ready. This shouldn't have launched, but it did.
See, I want to play it. I will end up playing it. I have it. I'm just
Don't play it.
I'm waiting until you give me the go ahead.
When it launches on console, wait one more week for them to sort out the inevitable server issues and then play it.
Because
oh
when,
my
it, because
word.
it's on when it's on console, it's probably going to be they'll probably have it figured out on PC then.
Yeah, even their roadmap says we'll have the game stabilized by the console launch.
So they want to make sure the
So-
game's stabilized before they say this is good for console.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Mm-hmm.
it's still more of a complete package than Star Citizen.
Oh yeah,
mute
the base game
that
is
one
still
thing,
fine.
please.
Oh
It's-
no,
it's
I'm,
not
I'm saying even
anything
I'm saying even the
stellar.
expansion is
No,
probably
no,
at this
ese
point.
ponlo ahí.
I don't know. It,
Or
see,
no, or the
problem is-
expansion's probably in the same state as Star Citizen actually.
yeah. See, the issue with Elite and this ground combat is that the damage system is you use lasers against shields and bullets against people. And that carries over into the ground combat. So you need one weapon of each type in order to effectively kill anything. And all the enemies are very bullet sponge.
There's legend objective.
And it takes forever to swap weapons and reload. So the movement that they give you is really fast, and they give you a jetpack. It's like you can move around insanely quickly, but then it takes you 5 seconds to reload your gun, and it's the only gun that can damage the target. And then their shields start regenning by the time you've reloaded. So it's really frustratingly bullet spongy. But hopefully by the time the console launch happens, they'll have sorted most of it out.
Hopefully.
Oh, there was also a lovely glitch where if you went to a friendly or neutral settlement on a planet, and the defensive turret
I think I know what you're
happened to target you
Wait,
for any reason,
is this what
the
happened to
entire
you?
settlement would instantly turn hostile.
Is this what happened to you?
No,
Okay.
this was just a bug.
God, what was that? What was the thing that happened to you when you were streaming it over Discord? Because I know that was a bug.
The AI was able to see me through walls, so they magically, omnisciently saw me steal an item and all started shooting at me.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah, they were like able to detect me no matter like where I was. It was
Okay.
really weird. But no, the base turret thing was after. Like they patched and then that broke or something. So I didn't have that. Thank goodness.
The Fallout 76 method of patching. Let's patch this so that way everything that we patched before becomes broken.
You say that, but Elite's been doing that far before Fallout 76 released.
I know.
It seems like every time they patched the base game, something else broke.
Okay, last game I have on here is Minecraft, the server.
Oh,
Because we
haven't
started
done a
that.
server lately,
Really?
but yes, it's fun.
We just
Minecraft is always fun if you have people to play it with.
we just have the modded server, bunch of things that basically make it an RPG.
Yeet.
You guys, Joey decided to just like obliterate through the whole thing, just dashed right through it.
Joey just like hardcore went up the tech tree, and everyone else built houses for the first day.
Yeah,
So
and
by
I'm
the time
now
we
building a house.
And then I felt, and the thing is with my house, I was like so happy with it for a while, and then I go over to Christian's house, I'm like, God, I have no creativity.
Your house?
Don't worry, my house was early a box. Now it's a box with the slightly smaller box attached to it.
I mean, I'll try and expand upon my house at some point, but
I think your house looks good.
3 houses are just hard to make, I think.
Yeah, and then Joe's house is just fucking top
Oh,
tier.
I remembered. I remembered something I was doing.
What?
Yes!
Oh.
But I needed Joey's help for it.
what?
Oh?
I needed him to get me blaze powder, and he never did.
Oh.
Right. I was in middle building my house.
The thing that's funny is, I was like working on my house, and then I got the God Rod.
Yeah,
Fishing-
so now
fishing.
you just fish.
I know, I just go fishing for experience.
There's a Enderman farm in the end that you can use for XP.
Well, I can also get some very nice items.
I like how there are already 38 pages of 1.17 mods on CurseForge.
Wow.
That's impressively quick.
How many of them are actually functional, though?
Probably none of them, and they're none of the big mods that everyone uses. It's all like
Okay.
really
Just
small.
like asset swaps?
Huh?
What, like asset swaps?
Not even that. Just like the voice chat mod or
Creepers make cat noises?
yeah, stuff like that. Nothing too big.
I don't
yet.
know why that's one that popped in my head, but it sounds like a thing people would do.
It probably
It
is.
It's because creepers are afraid of cats.
where
so-
it replaces the sizzle noise with a hissing.
I would not be surprised if that was the thing.
I am enjoying the server. I don't hop on it a ton.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Where are you? Where are you?
Behind you.
They might actually
I
be.
think I hear someone running here.
Yeah, I heard that too.
My own gay got me killed because I.
Your own
pushed
gay?
the
Your own gay guy?
Yo, what?
gate. Dumbass.
You said gay.
I said gate. Tuh.
I did hear running here.
Either way, my own gate got me killed because I fucking the laser on it blocked my sight of a guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know I'm not the only one that just heard that.
Oh no, I heard it too. that instantly broke me.
Last
I don't pronounce my D
thing.
very
Oh. What is it? The
Wally.
anticipation.
well. Yeah, and I just want to hear him shit all over it because I have a feeling.
Hold on.
So-
Hold on. Wait,
Let's-
please wait a second.
Hmm?
I just want to look something up real quick.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah. This movie came out in 2008.
Yes. I was gonna,
When did
I
you
was gonna
watch it
mention
for the
that.
first time?
1 week ago.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, 13 years in the making.
Yeah, so viewers, feel free to shit on him.
All one viewers that are probably Joey.
The reason he watched it that soon.
Okay, yes, okay, I'm trying to describe it, Christian. I'm trying to
Let him
explain.
do it. Let him explain
So
himself.
last week, when we were playing Siege, Christian kept making like the whole fucking furry shit jokes that he makes constantly. So I made him a deal. I made him an offer. I said, Christian, if you just shut the fuck up about that and stop that altogether, I will watch Wally tonight before I go to bed. He said, deal. So I watched it that night.
Keep in mind that he had to buy a Disney Plus subscription to do this.
Yes, I
So
got a
basically
Disney
you
Plus.
pay-
He basically made me I basically paid him to.
Shut
He
the
he
fuck up.
bullied me into watching Wally. I think this was his plan all along. Genuinely.
It wasn't. It's a happy little accident.
Like his end game was I'm
There are
gonna
no
he's like I'm gonna
accidents.
he's like I'm gonna bully this fucker into watching Wally. By any means
Is that what you're
necessary.
supposed to do?
Yeah.
Well, it worked, even if that wasn't the plan. So, let me start by saying how I feel about it. And that is that I'm very irritated with it.
Okay.
I am extremely irritated with it because
Fuck.
it was so damn close to being a perfect movie.
Yeah. What was the problem you had with it?
I fucking loved this movie so much.
Yep.
Like, I like the way that you guys were describing it is like, oh yeah, this is like the best Pixar movie ever, so fucking fantastic. I'm like, yeah, right. I don't care. Watched it. I'm like, they were so close, so close to perfection. Despite the fact that there's very little dialogue, the two main characters have a lot of character.
Oh yeah.
My
amazing
my
what the mechanical eyebrows can
My only problem, and it's a thing that's not exclusive to Wall-E either.
Okay.
The lack of commitment to the sad ending in any children's animated thing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like had they actually gone through with the whole like his memory banks are wiped, this movie would have had like the perfect like bittersweet ending to the movie. But the fact it's not even the fact that they didn't do it, it's the fact that they faked it out on it. Had they not done the fake out, it would have been a better ending. Had they actually stuck with it, the ending would have been perfect.
Okay. I have counterpoint though. It came out in 2008. It technically was a kids movie, and now you 20 plus adult are watching it for the first time. It's gonna hit different.
I get
And
that, but I
nowadays,
love
I
the
would agree
movie.
with you.
I love the movie. I just think that the end they should have just gone with that at the end. Instead of it being
think it
like
would've been
instead of it basically being, oh sorry that we had to fake you out with that. His OS had an update.
Yeah, he has a weather bar that he can't get rid of now.
Turns
Go
out
figure.
that there was still one human alive left on Earth, and he actually made an update to Windows. So his Vista actually had an update before that happened. So now he's good now. He good. Probably
Yeah.
upgrade to Windows 10 now.
Bill Gates' dying breath that he pushed as an update through.
Yeah. I love it. I just don't love the ending.
Yeah. That's fair.
But I will still say probably the best Pixar movie I've ever watched though.
It was like Pixar's golden age was when that and a few other things came out.
Like genuinely just shocking how much they can do with very few words in the movie. Like only the humans speak and they're not like the focus of the movie.
Do you know the clearly just a comedy thing, the Cinema Sins channel?
Yeah.
When they did Wall-E, like they started up with this is one of the best movies I'm ever see, so I'm gonna start off by just giving it this many free wins and just knocked the counter up. But
I want to rewatch that movie. I fucking love it. It's so good.
Yeah, I was not expecting to like the movie, but wow.
yeah, we weren't lying. Like
I was thinking that you guys were exaggerating. I was honestly thinking that you guys exaggerated a lot, but damn.
It's just a really fucking
13 years in the making, and I fucking love it.
there's a few movies from Pixar that I'll just rewatch like almost on
I-
a yearly basis. I'm just like, yes.
I wanted to try to get Cody to do, but I wanted to try to get him to watch all the Toy Stories as well.
See-
They are not as good as Wall-E, but
I don't. The thing is, I don't think I'll like Toy Story 3 or 4, mostly because I feel like they're pointless.
3 is not completely pointless. 4, yes, it is completely pointless. They're,
4 shouldn't
it's-
have happened.
it's
3
like-
was.
had
It's
an
like
ending.
I've heard they're both good, but honestly, oh, that's a guy.
Oh,
okay.
cool.
I think
Thanks, buddy.
Oh, that's a guy.
Christian?
in my opinion, 4 is probably the worst, but it's not bad.
Is 2 still the best?
I think a lot of people would say that, yeah.
I will probably watch the How to Train Your Dragon sequel soon, though. I know it's not Pixar, but I still want to watch them.
I love all 3. They're very good.
I've watched the first one, and I loved it.
Yeah. You'll really like 2 and 3 then.
It took me a while to watch that one as well. Not as long as it took me to watch Wall-E. But I still did only watch it like 2 years ago.
I forget. Have you seen the How to Train Your Dragon movies?
I watched the first one.
Okay.
I watched the first one like 2 years ago.
Alright. When that movie like came out in the theaters, when Studio 28 still existed, I actually ended up watching that movie in the theater 3 times in 1 week because 3 different people invited me to the theater to watch it.
I will ignore the
And
TV
my
show,
mom
though.
was just
I
like,
will,
yeah,
I will,
great
I
movie.
will ignore the TV series. That doesn't exist.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And the book series, that's...
Oh,
that
really?
is
The
that
books
is
it's
the one
based on
thing.
aren't that good?
The movies are so much better than the books in this case. Like, please don't read the books. Only watch the movies.
I like the book, but the movies were so much better.
Yeah.
Huh. It's
Like-
not, very,
like-
it's not very often that you hear people say that the books are
Exactly.
worse.
Now, if you try to tell me the
forgot
Hobbit
there's
movies were better, I will find you and I will kill you.
Just like if you say the Hobbit movies are better than the book, you should die.
Literally just said that.
Oh, is that what you just? I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, my word.
As a person,
I zoned out.
One of the
Agreed.
that I have read completely is the How to Train Your Dragon book series, and I think one of the biggest character changes is Toothless.
Oh my word,
It
yes.
is like such a massive difference.
They changed all the dragons. They made them fucking tiny and, like, pointless.
Like Toothless in the movies, like the king dragon blows up entire villages.
And
I
then
guess
Toothless
my-
in the book
legend.
is Toothless in the
I
book
guess
is
my
a tiny
final
dog,
thing
yeah.
I'll say on Wall-E.
It's a desk weasel.
I guess my thing I'll say to finish it up about Wall-E is that as good as it is, it should never get a sequel.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
It would just ruin it.
I hope to God there isn't a fucking sequel.
They're
Does
better
Does anybody
not.
remember Atlantis?
Yes.
Anybody remember Treasure Planet?
Yes.
Yeah, that
Treasure
movie's
Planet's
amazing.
So good.
I don't remember if the movie was actually any good, but the concept of the
it's
movie,
so good.
the concept of the movie is
From
fantastic.
what I have heard, it's one of those movies where, like, there are a lot of people who think it was awful. Like, at the time, everyone thought the movie was awful, but, like, going back to it, everyone's like, oh, the movie's great.
Yeah, that and Atlantis. That was
Yeah,
fucking
same
great.
with that.
I barely remember.
Atlantis
The thing is, I barely remember
It's
Atlantis, and I
great.
think it's because like all the sequels were shit.
The sequel was like a bad attempt to make a 3-arc series into a 1.5-hour movie, and it failed. Like, it was so bad.
So wait, were there 2 movies or 3 movies?
I think there were only 2 Atlantis movies.
I thought there were 3.
I only watched the first.
I'm looking it up now.
Oh, cool.
Uh,
Just didn't see him there.
I got fucking
Cool.
fasted.
no, there were only 2. Yeah, because the... I hate this so much. Because the second... 28% rating on Rotten Tomatoes for the sequel.
Yeah, that seems about right. That's
I
like,
wanna. What did the
There
There's
a lot of
critic score.
there are a
listed.
lot of movies that just don't need sequels that get them anyway.
Yes,
Okay,
because
fucking Christ, Ella
money.
ran my shit. I didn't even know she was up there with me. Damn.
Yeah, the sequel. The problem was A, the first movie had an ending, and B, they tried to do 3 different, completely insane storylines in the same. Like, why?
So you know what's funny regarding the topic of Toy Story that was mentioned earlier?
What?
When Toy Story 4 came out, I looked at Christian and I went, didn't we like just have Toy Story 3 like 2 years ago or something? It's like,
no.
because I never watched it and it just felt so recent. He's like, no, that was like 7 years ago. 7 or 8 years ago. I'm like,
thing.
oh god. I haven't watched it yet.
4. Okay, so 4, I will say it's not bad. Like there's really not many Pixar movies that are bad.
It's open season 3, Christian. Go to the circus.
It was
Okay,
basically just
Fucking
why.
something blew my mind. I looked this up. In every open season, the main character has a different voice actor.
Wait, what?
What?
Yes, he has a different voice actor every movie.
I mean, to be fair, everything after the first movie went straight to DVD or straight to
Yeah,
TV.
I looked
Yeah.
up. I was curious about this because I ran at some point. I just kind of ended up on like the IMDb page for like fucking open season or some shit.
How
like
do
that.
you end up there?
We were having a conversation about
Yeah.
it in a call. I don't remember
I
who all said,
I
but-
think it was a discussion about like movies that just had like a ton of sequels that were forgettable or something.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
'Cause I think it started with a random line about A Land Before Time having a ton of movies, and then I was like, oh, then we just
Oh,
kind of went
man.
this whole tangent. I think one of the things that was brought up was the Alpha and Omega series because that also for some reason got like 20 sequels on
I've
Netflix or something.
Tried to put that out of my memory, and apparently it worked because I didn't realize that actually existed. I thought that was just some weird fever dream.
Yeah, I'm about to say a fever dream.
I wish it was only a fever dream.
You know what else was the exact same thing as Over the Head? That shouldn't have been made.
What do you mean?
I didn't.
I love that
Okay,
movie.
so here's the thing.
I recently
Yeah,
rewatched
that
it.
movie might not be good, but I have fond memories of that
Over
one.
the Head was awesome.
Okay,
God.
Yeah, and the
that's
Over the
fair.
Hedge video
It's-
game was a masterpiece.
Yes.
it's a video game.
Yes, it was. It was so much fun.
What?
Yeah, it was a great fucking game.
Great movie.
Look.
I
I will say it was okay, but I'm never gonna rewatch it. Like,
I recently rewatched it.
I'm about to look on Netflix see if it's on there now because I want to
That's
rewatch
one of
it.
those things where I'd rather just have the fond memory of it and just
Yeah.
not go back to it.
yeah, yeah.
Good.
It's still good. I still enjoy
I have
it.
the opposite thing with the Hobbit movies. I want to keep those shit memories and not go back to it.
Yeah, I was so happy when I heard. First one, like 40 minutes
She's
into
here.
the first movie, I completely lost all excitement.
There is only I think there's only one.
This is
Hobbit
what I will be
watched.
using to record my
Can you guess
Xbox
which one
gameplay
I've
now.
watched?
Hmm?
Can you guess which Hobbit movie I watched?
Only the Desolation.
The animated
Side.
one.
Yes.
Oh, the animated one.
70s
Right.
animated.
I'm like,
Right.
which individual Hobbit movie
Right.
has to be the animated one?
Right, I
Which-
forgot that
which
existed.
which somehow is worse.
I had to watch that for my English class.
I had
Oh,
to
because
read
that's right.
my
Because
English
you
class.
probably did actually read The Hobbit in English, didn't you?
Yes, I believe so.
Yes, I did.
Good book, great book.
Mhm.
Every
Very good book.
every adaptation of it though,
Yep.
pretty bad. I mean, like I'm not gonna say like the Hobbit movies were awful by any means. It's just when you compare them to the Lord of the Rings movies, there's
And
Still
then
need to watch those.
I
This is-
raise you
there
the
is-
twirly
there is
whirls.
also the issue that it could have just been like one 3-hour long movie.
you have Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War, which are mwah, beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, but the twirly whirlies from the third Hobbit movie just were stupid.
I don't know what you're talking about. And
Exactly.
I don't know
I
what-
think.
I genuinely don't know what you're
Yeah,
referring to,
so-
and I don't want to know what you're referring to.
It was either a deleted scene or extended cut. I'm not sure which.
That sounds
But
like
basically-
a surgery type thing.
Basically, the dwarves hated the elves so much that they made catapults that would essentially fire helicopter blades in order to take out the arrow storm that the elves like. So you get all the elves just
I've seen
shooting
that.
clouds of arrows, and they're just like, "Bring up the twirly whirlies!" Like helicopter blades chop up the arrows. It's like,
Oh, God.
excuse me.
I've seen that.
What?
clip.
There is there
Why?
I can never look at catapults the same way again.
I don't.
It's
What?
because of Dragon Age. Anytime
Oh.
I see a catapult, I just remember a scene in Dragon Age where a guy's trying to get revenge on you because you killed his son by catapulting goats at your castle walls.
Yeah, I heard about that.
There's so many
No,
weird moments in Dragon Age, though.
no. I hate this.
Also, I'm a failure again.
What did you do?
I forgot that I actually had my audio going through the microphone, so when I walked away and started talking, nothing picked up.
You.
Congrats, Cody.
It may have picked up for you guys, but nothing picked up. Well, I guess that depends on what the sensitivity's at. It might have.
Can I just say how intelligent of an individual you are?
Yeah, I should just stop streaming now.
Probably should. Get a
Let's
light nest.
let's save myself of the hurt of. Yep.
You know
Okay.
what, I was gonna ask if we wanted to do